Okay, all right. Welcome back to another session of the Legend Gamers Present on the Legend Gamers Network. Fighter 9 in here, and working with the old games today. We're doing some more old school gaming, which we tried to visit last night, Saturday night. We weren't as successful with it, but I was able to get some headway into it. Now we're going to see how this all works. Also, we may have a crash or two, so your grace is appreciated. Let's get into this. This is Drakensang, the Pool of Time, or the Rivers of Time, or the Pool of Time, something like that. It's let's see here. There she is, the Lady of the Woods. I was waiting for her to show up, actually. Drakensang, the River of Time is a prequel to this. It's a prequel, apparently, to Drakensang, I think. It's the second one in the Dark Eye Universe games. Looks like this. Let me get over to the Wikipedia page on this. The second video game in the Dark Eye universe since Addict's Northlands trilogy from the 1990s is a Realm of Arcania, Blade of Destiny, Realms of Arcania, Star Trail, and Realms of Arcania, Shadow over River. Though released after Drakensang, The Dark Eye, which was a pretty good game and playable as standalone game, in story it serves as a prequel. The game takes place around the city of Nadaret. Nadaret lies south of the city of Furdok, the main hub of the first installment, Drakensang, The Dark Eye. First, from Nadaret, the player travels the Great River to reveal a series of pirate attacks, and we'll be getting into that somewhat. Now, the gameplay, like the original Drakensang, this one will be much more or less the same, which plays like games similar to like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, the original Neverwinter Nights on PC, Neverwinter Nights 1, Neverwinter Nights 2. Also later to be added to the party out of those and become famous was the Dragon Age. This game features some of the original play styles of how Dragon Age played, which also had DNA game mechanics from titles such as Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter. So somewhat of the classic RPG system, but the advent of I'd say more Neverwinter to Dragon Age. Baldur's Gate has been around the whole time, kind of adapting and creating, so I don't want to include them, but specifically the ones that took on a certain specific portions of that Baldur's Gate, the later Baldur's Gate stuff. Maybe Baldur's Gate has gone across a couple different mechanics, but in the classic RPG, turn-based, stop-time, turn-based queuing system, let's call it, the queuing system started to come around with the Neverwinter and the Dragon Age. Started bringing more of a queuing system to a multi-queuing. All right, we got the Lady of the Water coming back. Those brought a more of a multi-queuing system. Baldur's Gate also to some degree, but more of Baldur's Gate on the Neverwinter side rather than true Baldur's Gates, Icewind Dale stuff, CRPG stuff. And this game builds more on that Neverwinter, Dragon Age style of queuing, classic RPG style game. And the story was decent. I don't remember as much, but it was kept. I played this, I beat it. This is one of the few games of this kind that I made my way through when they were good. I beat the first two Dragon Ages. And I never could make it through Neverwinter Nights 2 because that game kind of drags a little bit. That game kind of drags just a tiny bit. And right after you get into Neverwinter proper and start doing that Neverwinter quest line, and then you go to the court, do the court, or it's either the court or the court by combat. There's some plot, I forget where. I feel like that's like the end of the middle part, or maybe end of the second chapter or something. Right around there for me is where that game starts to get really bogged down, and it was difficult to push through that. But I beat a lot of those. I beat this one because, like I said, is a really good version of what it is. And we're going to get into some of that. I don't know if I'm going to do like a full playthrough of this, but I definitely want to give it a highlight. These are the turn-based, queued up tactical strategies, whatnot that built that happily reside in my library. These are older games. Should be able to get your hands on them. If you can get your hands on this one on Steam, if you so desire to try out, there is a thing that you need to do to make sure the game shows up in the proper resolution and not crash. It's easy to find. It's in the community information. You just got to know where to put it, and that's where it gets tricky. Maybe I'll even like do something about that. Anyway, let's get this started, man. We're gonna get into this start. We're gonna let this game has a lot of spoken dialogue for it to be it's from THQ Studios, so there is that. There was a little bit of money for that, but for it to be a game without no major billing and kind of out of nowhere, unless you're like a heavy tabletopper or fantasy novel reader, maybe, because I think they got some books and some the system I believe is like from some German-based tabletop game, but it's going to be an obscure title for you, but it's a really good one, and it does have a following that's, I won't even say cult. It has a legit following, but it's I believe more of a German game, German rule set. So over here in the States, we may not be too familiar with it, but as a video game and the kind of video game genre it takes up, it's a really good game. And it's unfortunate that they didn't get to finish any of the trilogy work that they plan to do with this. I would like to see it come back and expand on some of the mechanics. This was one of the first games I played that had heavy wound mechanics, or just wound mechanics, but I'm just putting the emphasis. They had a pretty clear promotion of wound and status effects overall. I don't give a damn how well your fighter and your warriors and your healers and your mages fought. If they got so many wounds on them, they would die. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna create a new character. Again, this game may crash a bit, so we got some story time. Let's get some story time.
Well?
Gladys, come down.
Well, Thorgrim, let's get you a pale ale.
Alas, the beer tastes only half as good without Ardo. Those were the days back then.
None of you has ever told me what actually happened back then.
Because it's a secret.
Yes, that's what you keep telling me over and over.
Maybe you're old enough for it now. Listen. It's a story about betrayal and greed, and the beginning of a friendship. A young, previously unknown adventurer was also with us. Otherwise, we would probably not have pulled it off. Somehow, this person got entangled in our problems during the autumn of the year 1009, after Busparen's fall. We all met on the journey, as it so often happens. How might it have been for the Greenhorn? Just imagine, Gladys. I'll reveal to you who it was.
Very good. And the never-ending story-esque little excerpts in between chapters and stuff is really cool too. It really fleshes out the sense of universe building and how this game is being played as if it's a accounting of an old story, an old tale. Then the guy that's telling the story, for people who've never seen this game, keep an eye on him. All right, let's make us a dude. Let's make us a dude now. If we had a bit more audience participation on this, we might go to something purely original. I don't mind this game as much. We'll see. But anyway, a build that I've been looking at is turning one of these Ptolemaic mages, the Mahandastani mages, turning them into kind of an archer. Lately, I've been on a kick to really want arcane archer type, somebody who uses archery laced with magic, and I'm not talking about trick arrows. I mean like these straight infusing the arrows with elemental properties up to and including like time warping shots and stuff, like anomaly production shots and stuff like that. All kind of really cool shots that's based on magic. It's basically the same thing. Anything you can think of with science, well, let's do it with magic and spell archery. Just like you have a spell blade, I want a spell archer. I've been really looking to fulfill that itch. So I'm going to try to make one here. It's going to be real bootleg, but we're going to start from the magic side using the meta mage. The background: as initiate in the higher arts of magic, the meta mage can send skeletons to fight the opponent and perform other powerful magic. The Navadi comes from a proud desert tribe and is not familiar with the customs of the Midden Realm. So I'm going to work with these people, but these are different races, I guess, and the race and the culture dictates the type of style you get. I think I did do a game where I made like I made a pirate. I think I made like a swashbuckler type. The game that I beat it with, I made kind of a swashbuckler Valkyrie type character. Like this is a Valkyrie. I think I beat it with a Valkyrie as the main hero. And that one's fine. Valkyrie young women are trained to become fearless servants of the war goddess Rondra. Their discipline and combat skills are legendary, and they place great value on cat-like elegance, just like the role model Rondra the lioness. I think I made one of these, and you get one of these on your team, which kind of sucked because I realized and she was the character that I had on my team was a good enough character that I kept throughout the rest of the game, if I recall, but it was like me having two of the same type characters, and that was unfortunate. So this time around, I will not be making one of them. Character creation. So we got our elf. These are Leah elves. Male Leo elf knows how to utilize nature in such a way that he can live in harmony with it. So they got the ranger. I probably would have done a ranger style character, but I just didn't want to do an elf this time. And I was also looking to maybe get characters that had a little bit more melanin to them, just because I would like to. And so we did find a group of people, and then we had dwarves. And I just wasn't doing a dwarf game this time. I got appreciation for the dwarf folk. So we got dwarves and the anvil dwarves, and they have 3 different play styles. And then you also get the geo dwarves, which I believe these are like the druid, like some kind of stone druid. The geode, I would actually run one of these if I could. Where I plan this again, I'd do another run of one of these guys here. And then of course you got your humans, right? looking like all the Norwegians and stuff. And then we got this the human mage class. Well, I say humans. I mean I guess the more European, the race, the middle Romanians, middle Romania. That's the race. The culture is Gauricians. And this is like the warrior class, the archer, and the soldier. I guess the more physical damage dealers. Then you got the mage damage dealer from the midden Realmia. Man, that's tough. Midden Realmia. So we got the mages of Midden Realmia, and then I guess these would be the dex based classes of Midden Realmia. And then we got these people. So I'm gonna rock with them and try to pigeonhole these folks into being, because even if I went with the Midden Realmians, I guess I would probably, if it were, I would go with something like what does a rogue do? Look at that agility. That's nice. Because I'm gonna make a meta mage, but I got, let me see, intuition and cleverness is what tops them out. I want to bump up the agility and the dexterity, because I'm gonna want to get. I'm really trying to find the one that's gonna get me closest to being able to do like an archer stuff. And when I look at like the thief has 14 agility, which I'm guessing they'd probably be pretty good with ranged weapons. Well, they got dagger and throwing, but I didn't see bow. Well, or I could take a look at the actual ranger, because we're figuring that the rangers are going to have good ranged attacks, right? And their agility is 15. So when I take a look at the meta mage, they start with a 12 agility, so that'll be 3 points investment to get them at the most base level of an effective ranger. But again, we need them to be good with magic, and we'll see how that works out. So this is the one I'm gonna work with here. Let's give him a hooky beard, right? That's good. Excuse me. Bless me. All right, we're gonna go with this fella right here. We're gonna change his name. All right, this is our guy, Gideon Kwan. I'm going to deactivate the tutorials because I'm pretty sure on how to play the game. I spent a lot of hours on this, and I'm about to spend some more, apparently. What I don't remember is all of the quest beats in the exact way through them.
It's good of you to join us on land, young man. We'll camp here tonight before we reach Nadareth tomorrow. But there is just one thing. You promised to make yourself useful during our journey. I forgot all about that, or I would have given you something to do much sooner.
And of course, I'll keep my word, Captain. What can I do to help?
Lend old Pete a hand to set up camp for the night. We'll set off at first light tomorrow. Our paying passengers are in a hurry.
Captain, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Ah, these young folks have a thirst for knowledge. Ask away.
Why are we bothering to set up camp for the night?
Well, for one thing, it's night. And you're much better off on land at night. If you ask Pete, he'll tell you that the River Father hates being woken at night and crushes the ships that disturb his sleep. I would say it's just good sense. You can't see the rocks in a river at night. Is there anything else you would like to ask?
What can you tell me about the Nedoret?
Well, what can I say? It's a small and rather pretty trading town on the Great River, ruled by the Honorable Baron Dajan of Nadarin. Is there anything else you would like to ask?
That's all, Captain. I'll ask Pierre if there's anything I need to do. Let me check. Let me check something. Oh, and by the way, let me be mindful to save my game because this is an old game and they are prone to go to sleep. Old games are prone to nap suddenly. Let's see. Options. I did want to talents. No, there's something specific I was looking for here. Inventory spells. Oh, quick load F5, F8. Now I need to make sure I'm frequenting that button. Overhead display. Let's see what that is. All overhead displays are activated. I don't know what that means. What I'm looking for is a highlight function. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't recall it being too much of an issue, but I'm not seeing a highlighting option. Let's talk to the sailor PA.
Oh, it's someone from the boat. What was your name again?
Gideon Kwan. How could you forget?
Oh, right. You're the one who couldn't afford to pay the full fare. The one that I can use for odd jobs. Sorry. I don't know how I did forget that.
Yes, the captain was so friendly.
Friendly? Well, if you enjoy working so much, you can do my job as well. Or not. Who knows what a mess you'd make of it. I seem to remember that if someone chose to waste their money on betting instead of buying, Tinder Fungus and Furdock.
No, that's not true. Somebody stole the money, and I was so shocked by the theft that I forgot to buy the tinder fungus. Really?
I don't have any Tinder fungus either. How can I help?
Well, someone will have to find some dry tinder fungus somewhere on this island, and you are going with them, just in case.
I'm not scared. I would go on my own if it wasn't so dull.
Make sure she comes back in one piece, or you'll have me to deal with. Jana is in enough trouble as it is.
Of course. Come on, Jana. Let's go.
And then you can tell me what he whispered to you. Come on.
Don't you dare! And Jana, no dawdling and jabbering about. There's work to be done.
All right, so we're rolling with Jana today.
Come on, tell me. What did he whisper to you?
I shouldn't frighten you by pulling scary faces. Can you do the dragon?
There's never a dull moment with you about.
Apparently not.
I think there might be some tinder fungus inside the ruined tower. Let's take a look there.
So we're going into the ruined tower. Talk to the traveling merchant.
Hey, have you been listening to us?
You're also traveling to Norderay, are you not?
That's none of your business. But, we don't have anything to hide, so I guess we can tell you.
We're merely traveling merchants. And we have important matters to discuss.
That's right. We have a private matter to discuss. So push off.
Oh my, you are such an elegant and subtle character, Gamlin.
I am impressed.
What's that supposed to mean? You're making fun of me, Kano? Foxhill.
It would be better if you left us alone now. I'm sure that one of the boatmen would be glad to chat with you.
All right, well, we're gonna leave them be for now. Let's follow Sailor Jenna. Oh, she's talking.
It's as wet as a bowl of Kosh cabbage broth. We won't find a shred of dry tinder fungus out here if Effort has blessed the entire island with his wonders.
I didn't think we'd need this long, but you don't seem to be much good at anything.
Hey, there's no need to sulk about it. Or am I responsible for Effort's capricious ways? I know. While we're here, let's take a look inside the ruined tower. I bet it's still nice and dry inside.
That sounds like a nice little adventure. I'm in.
So you like adventures, do you? Me too. I mean, I like to listen to stories about adventures. Come on, let's go.
Into the tower ruins we go. Yay.
I'm not so sure that we should go in there. There seems to be a cave in there, and in Pete's tales, only one person ever gets out of a cave alive.
Don't worry. I have a few spells up my sleeve.
Really? Well, I'll trust you this time. We'll be alright if we stick together. You go ahead. I'll watch your back.
You gotta watch my back. Okay. He says, it's as slippery as grease carp. This cave isn't the driest either, so we need to find some dry fungus, not wet. All right, let me build up. Let me create one of my skeletons. Oh, I just realized something. I don't have him armed. All right, yeah, we starting the wounds. That bat has been wounded. That's my friend Schmitty. He's a mage, sword fighter extraordinaire. All right, she
At last!
found what she needed.
Dry tinder fungus. Let's take this back to Pete right now. I'm looking forward to a nice warm fire.
Let's explore the rest of the cave.
You fancy yourself as an adventurer?
No, I fancy myself as one of some XP.
Don't touch it. I think it's a shrine consecrated to the River Father. And Pete reminds me every day that a good boatman never angers the River Father. Really.
Who is this River Father you speak of?
According to Pete, the River Father has watched over the great river since time immemorial. Legend has it that he appears in the guise of a river creature, an old man, or even in the form of a walking willow. And he is friends with the fairies, too.
Oh, come on. That's just superstitious nonsense.
But how exactly do you know that?
That's not a shrine. It's some kind of
Now
nest.
that you put it like that, show me. Is there anything inside of it?
Let's see. Some old coins, some river stone, and a bleached bone. Uh-oh. There's something rising out of the water. Let's get it. Yeah, he's getting wrecked.
There you have it. Your greed has brought the wrath of the River Father down on us. And I bet
Wrath
that
of
was
the
just a
Frog
taste
Father.
of what's to come. It's all your fault.
Bah! What a load of trollop. Calm down, won't you?
Whether or not I calm down is beside the point. Just so long as the River Father calms down, if Pete knew what was going on here, he would never calm down again. Now we can head back to camp, at last.
I'm glad you're excited about that.
You fancy...
Taking them frog legs of your great river lord.
Wait a moment. I want to ask you something. We never get the opportunity to talk in private on the ship. Tell me, what do you think of the other passengers?
What? You want to make out? That's what I've been wanting to ask you the whole time.
Well,
Captain, he is hard to
but
read.
he knows the Great River like the back of his hand. He knows how to avoid the river's teeth and can navigate the ship safely through the Devil's Maw, while I quake and quiver in fear. He can be a hard and stubborn man, but I guess he has to be. After all, he has to shoulder the responsibility for the ship, the crew, and the passengers.
The way you speak of him, it sounds as though he must be a good captain.
He sure is. The Star of Fairdock has never never capsized, and its crew has never gone hungry. What about the others?
Do you know anything about the 3 passengers?
Well, if you know anything about them, you have to tell me. I've already tried to get some information out of that good-looking, dark-haired fellow. But the dwarf and the blonde-haired fellow with the broad shoulders drove me away as soon as they saw what was going on. With all their whispering and carrying on, they're like a gaggle of old maids,
Ha! You and your imagination. They're just traveling merchants.
I didn't think you'd believe me, but I'm sure they're not who they pretend to be. What about the others?
Actually, it's you I'd like to know more about.
Me? Why? I'm sure that you will have adventures and be rich and powerful one day. But as for me, well, there's nothing interesting to say about me.
Stop making yourself less interesting than you are, Jana.
Oh, thanks. You're right. I'm as grumpy as old Pete sometimes. But I would love to know what becomes of you one day. What about the others?
We should return to the camp.
We've talked for long enough. Hey, the last one to report.
It's a relief to see that you have returned unharmed. We were a bit worried, especially Pete.
What do you mean we're worried? I still am worried. Shaky Legs Carl told me all about what happened.
Well, never mind all that. We're back and we even have some tinder
Good
fungus.
news at last. Pete, stop babbling and take care of the fire, all right?
You! Take care of the fire, Jana!
But
And you go.
Onwards to my next challenge.
Tell your 3 traveling companions over there that the camp is set for the night, but do not otherwise disturb them. Understood?
There's something else I will tell you. We found something in the cave, below the ruined tower. Jana thinks it might be a shrine, consecrated to the River Father.
Don't let Pete hear about that. What about it?
I searched the shrine for treasure.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
A giant frog crawled out of the river and attacked us.
And Jana thought that was a sign of the River Father's wrath? Don't worry too much about it, or you'll end up falling in the river. And that would only confirm Pete's fears. Do you want anything else?
Alright, let's holler at Pete and tell him we killed his one true overlord.
What do you want?
I plundered the shrine consecrated to the River Father.
What? Are you mad? You will have to atone for this wicked deed if you ever want to get anywhere in this life. Or I promise you, you will not forget my words or the River Father for a long time to come. More?
Jana told me you are quite the storyteller. Perhaps you could tell me a story.
Perhaps. What would you like to hear?
Perhaps you could tell me more about your adventures on the river.
I can tell you about the time when I met the River Father himself. Or the story of how I once caught a golden mermaid.
I'd like to hear the story about the mermaid.
As a young river boatman, I often used to go out alone on the river in a rowing boat to catch fish. One day, there was such a mighty tug on the line that I thought perhaps I'd caught a gigantic pike. Well, I pulled with all my might, but I could barely hold on to my rod. So I bound myself to the mast and let the fish drag the boat along behind it. For 3 whole days, it dragged me upstream until it tired. Only then was I able to pull in my line. When I saw what I had caught, I was terrified. A mermaid with hair of pure gold. Luckily, she was unconscious, so I cut off a lock of her hair and rode away as fast as I could before she could cast a spell on me.
A rowing boat with a mast.
So you don't believe me, do you? Just one more word, and story time will be over for you.
To be fair, I think Luffy, one of Luffy's first boat was like a rowboat with a mast. Not that that's any kind of way fact, real life fact. Well, I guess it's real life fact that it was a thing in a fictitious story. Tell me about your encounter with the River Father.
I was still a youngster like you, and my captain was inexperienced. In the dead of night, he steered our ship straight into a huge boulder. I was thrown from the deck and plunged into the river's icy grip. Dragged far below the surface by a powerful vortex, I was sure my time had come. But then I saw a brightly lit valley, full of creatures, the like of which I had never dreamt could exist. Three-eyed dolphins danced about playing with bubbles, while human-like figures with transparent skin and fins swam about between schools of seahorses and giant krakens. And then I saw him, with his long, flowing beard and mighty crown of muscles, the River Father. That does it. You are not a good listener. If you can appreciate my stories, I shan't bother you with any more of them. More? No, that ship has sailed. You are not more.
Oh man, I hit that button by mistake. That's unfortunate. Now he's mad.
What now? We've already explained that we do not wish to be disturbed.
The captain has sent me to tell you that the camp is set for the night.
Oh, thank you for that reassuring piece of information.
I have to agree with him there.
Nobody's going to bed yet. Please explain to the captain that we have matters to discuss, and that it will take as long as it takes. We wish to remain undisturbed. Understood?
Why are you being so unfriendly? I just wanted to get to know you.
So you want to get to know us, do you? If you don't stop listening to our conversations, you'll get to know my axe.
Harry Axe.
Don't take it to heart. My friend's axe is much sharper than his mind, and his moods are far worse than his breath.
Kano, just say the word and I'll introduce you to my axe as well.
Oh, thank you for your kind offer, but I've already had the pleasure. And by the way, my name is Dabro, not Kano. Dabro Foxhill, remember?
Using fake names.
Stop it, both of you. Now let's get on with our discussion, if we may. Forgive me, kind sir, but we wish to be alone.
Well, buck you too, sonny.
Have you spoken with the general?
They wanted to discuss something before turning in for the night.
Well, that's their business, isn't it? Thank you for helping to set the camp for the night. Pete has laid out your bedroll. It's the one with the yellow blanket over by the fire. Sleep well, Con.
Wake up! We're under attack!
All right, we're getting attacked. Let me do a save game to make sure I don't get caught up on no bull crap. All right, first things first, let's get us up a skeleton. Hey! Martian cat! How you living? Welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. And all the way around. How's your life? No, I'll be seeing you out there and stuff. Hopefully you're in great health, getting some sunshine as it goes, as it were. I'm kicking it out on some super, well, I don't say super old school, but some early 2000s old school turn-based tactical strategy joints. Yeah, come on by. Things have been pretty good, no doubt, no doubt. There you go. Another prominent, positive, forward-moving individual, organizer, and such. Man. Wonderful personality. But yeah, we just doing like we do on Sundays. I gotta tell you, Martian Cat, I'm very disappointed that there seems to be a undetermined suspension of the release of the vampire game, the one on Epic. It hurts my heart that game has been the what's the word? Now it's like temporarily suspended, but it looks like there's like a permanent suspension on the development of that Vampire the Masquerade. That's it, Vampires the Masquerade, that newest one that was coming out. And I haven't been heavily looking, but for when every time I look to check up on the one that was being developed, that like this, I guess the continuation of the PC, Bloodlines 2. Yeah, Bloodlines 2. It was so bad is I bought my wife a copy. I pre-ordered my wife a copy, and I may have pre-ordered myself a copy too. And then off of Epic, and then all of a sudden on Epic it's talking about like coming soon, like it is. It looks like they had a date, then they pulled the date. Now there's very limited information. I have not requested my money back, by the way. So I don't know. I'm disappointed in that. It hurts my feelings. All right. So we're doing some turn-based tactical, real-time, classic RPG stuff on this old school ass game, and it's fun. And my people are being ambushed, suffering an ambush right now. Let me help old girl out right here. I think I should have been summoning a skeleton. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, I am. All right, we're summoning a skeleton, and I might try that, but let's get us a skeleton out here first, because things are about to get kind of hectic. Let's freeze the beast. Alright, let's go for fireballs. Oh, I might have screwed that up. Try that again. I don't know. Do some burning. We'll do some burning. Oh, nice. Got some adventure points. Adventure points are good. Uh-oh.
Help me!
Watch out! Behind you!
We reached Nadaret early the next day after that nighttime episode. Of course, we didn't want to leave our brave, unconscious comrade-in-arms behind on board the Star of Furdock. I would never have dreamed that that poor devil would end up saving us later. By Angos's beard, look at this bump! Filthy cowards!
Whoever survives a blow like this must rank high in Fex's favor.
Maybe someone like that is just a tough nut to crack. You with your Fex all the time. Bah!
1 day. Give me just 1 day without you two loggerheads. Is that too much to ask?
Oh yeah? And how about that time when you and Forgrim Oh, seems like someone's coming around.
Good to see you alive and in one piece. It seems you are really tough. These two quarrelsome fellows are Kano and Fulgrim.
So now they let me into the fold. But yeah, I was surprised to hear about the delay. I've been on another Vampire Kick though. Yeah. V Rising. Yeah, I've heard about that game. I'm not sure what to make of it. Looks like an ARPG with some base building and stuff. Not sure what to make of it. Like I saw it and I was like that close to jumping in on it, but like I'm wary of base building games that are not complete campaign type games, and that's what I didn't know about it.
Barosia.
It is an honor.
And I am... well, just call me Ardo.
My name is Gideon Kwan. Forgive me, but I'm a bit confused. Where are we? What happened to our ship? Where are the guys who attacked us?
I see, yes. You were... unconscious. Just take your time to ask any questions, and you'll get an answer.
What about Jana the sailor? Did she survive the ambush?
She got a couple of scratches, but nothing serious. The captain thinks she'll be on her feet again in a couple of days.
That's a weight off my mind. I'm glad she's doing well.
Fine. If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Now that I come to think about it, I have no time to be standing around chatting. See you soon.
You are right. Enough talking. It's good to see you on your feet again. We too have to move on.
Wait, is there anything I can do for you during my apprenticeship here? After all, I owe you my life.
I believe you could. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Perhaps you'll hear a snippet or two of information about the river pirates. Come tell me in the Leaping Stag if you hear anything.
Come, tell me in the Leaping Stag. Oh, that's
Before
what
I
you
forget,
said. Whoops.
Fulgrim, Kano, you both already know what to do. Let's go. We have no time to lose.
All right. So we're free, left to our own devices. We're here to the kitty cat gang. Speaking of which, we got the kitty cat gang up here just mewing. The fishmonger.
It's wise of you to come to me. No matter if you want fresh fish or bizarre flotsam, there's something for everyone at my stand.
Let's see what you got, lady. Some stink fish? No thanks. I can sell stuff. I'm gonna sell these damn river stones, bro. Cause that ain't nothing but weight. I don't get no money for that. I'm gonna keep these frog legs though. I remember getting money was difficult in this game. It's starting to come back to me a little bit. Alright, we're gonna keep what we got for now.
You there! In the name of the River Father, stop!
Oh shit. Whoops. Whoops. I guess I might have slayed the River Father earlier.
If you so wish, may I ask, what do you want?
The River Father and his voice observe all things that take place on the river. Use caution in your deeds and plans. We will be observing you.
I am not quite sure what you are trying to tell me, but thank you for your advice anyway.
By the thunderboxes, Emerin, stop pestering travelers with your blathering.
Day in and day out, you let your burdens be carried on his back. Therefore, you should pay homage to him and honor him. His...
just thought it was hilarious how the dude come through and like, get your musty ass off the goddamn docks, harassing my customers. You smell like sea ass. Get your ass off my dogs. Oh.
I've had enough of you. Get out of here now and leave the people in peace.
Oh man. Begging your pardon, but your nagging doesn't exactly make his babbling any more bearable.
Then you keep your nose out of my business, if you please. That fellow isn't welcome here.
There is more trees here than mortals could ever know, so beware of the dark tentacles. Otherwise, death and destruction will befall you.
Let him finish his lines. Are you playing it? Yes, this is on PC. Yes, it is on Steam. It is an older game, though. I think the price tag might be. Folks might look at the price tag on it and be like, "What?" Let me double check the price tag on it. Though. Let me see what your rack is. Oh, I got an expansion I don't have. Okay. Yeah, see, the River of Time, the one I'm currently playing, Drakensang the River of Time, is $19.99. The original Drakensang is actually not a bad game also. I like them both. I wish they would have finished the trilogy. But I bought Drakensang the River of Time for $19.99. It might have been on sale when I bought it. For the price of $20, it is. I'm going to say it's worth $20. However, if you get it on sale, it's a steal. My only reticence for saying it's worth the $20 is playing it now. I don't know how bug-free it is. I can say it does require a mod to the application startup in Steam. There's a, and I might still actually have a controlled copy. And I'm gonna put this in here just because this right here is what I put inside of the Steam launch options, so I can get it to launch in windowed mode, and that's it. That's it. It did crash on me once, but it crashed once earlier. I'm kind of playing it now to see how consistently it may crash. So far, it hasn't crashed at that one point where it did. So. But yeah, it's $20. I picked it up for $20. I feel like it's worth it. However, it's definitely a steal if you catch it on sale. The original Drakensang for $9.99 is a good game. There's not too much of a deviation from the original Drakensang to this, but I always like to get the newer versions of the games where I can, and I wish they'd make more of these. But it's a unique game mechanics system. The system is unique, not quite D&D. From what I understand, the universe that this game is built on was a tabletop game. Also, maybe a story, but it was more on the German side of tabletop RPGs, and so it's different in that way. But yeah, this is on PC to answer that question.
But you are also the protector of hope and power, one seen in the fabric of life. Find me on the Isle of Forgetting, which is now marked on your map. It is there that destiny is to be fulfilled.
Enough, you stinking piece of flotsam. Leave this place right now and take your raft with you. You have blocked my jetty long enough today.
Yeah, let him check it out. I definitely support this game. This is one of my favorites. If he likes, if he loved the Baldur's Gate, if he loved the Neverwinter Nights stuff, if he loved the original releases of Dragon Age, I say the original because the Dragon Age Origins there's an extreme departure from how Origins played to what we have now with Dragon Age Inquisition. All right, but this one plays more like on the Origins. In fact, this game came out during the time of that Origins Neverwinter DNA was running around in the CRPG community. It was very good. But yeah, love those games. Definitely, the story's not bad. The mechanics are different enough to be like, oh, okay. And it's interesting, so yeah, definitely recommend it.
You may be the master of the harbor here, but you aren't Lord of the River. Nevertheless, I'll do what you ask. However, only until next time. Farewell, Orbert.
All right, well, that shit was hilarious to me. I beat this game way back in the day, but like I say, it's such one of my beloved titles in my library that I had to come back and show it some love. I beat it before I was a quote-unquote streamer. I beat this game long before I got into streaming, so I was like, you know what, this game deserves to be somewhere on my damn stream wall. I could have sworn I just saw item box before. Here we go. Harbor Master Orbe, let's holler at him.
Where are you heading for, if I may ask?
I am in Netherite to complete my training. My name is Gideon Kwan.
How nice for you. Then you can disappear from my harbor now.
One of these days, I might learn how to disappear before your eyes. But until then, perhaps, you can tell me where I can find Master Brookbeard.
Strong words from someone so far away from their homeland, Nobody. However, you are in luck. I know your master.
My master. My homeland is wherever I can learn. Tell me where I can find my master.
Yes, all right. Ask the guard at the town's north gate. He's not only horribly happy by nature, he can also tell you exactly how you can get to the old tower. And give Master Magician the message from me. If any more people here complain about his bizarre hocus pocus, I'll send a couple of bailiffs over to attend to him.
This dude here. Of course. I'll let him know.
Was that it? I have more important things to do.
Who was that peculiar dwarf?
Him? That was old Eberran. He's a crank who believes that the River Father sent him to us personally, just ignore. Was that it? I have more important things to do.
Oh man, they could have done more for that.
Could you tell me anything about the recent pirate attacks? Or do you know anyone who could give me more of a report on them?
Pirates! Pah! The whispering about those horror stories is starting to wear on my nerves. Only ignorant peasants believe nonsense like that. Of course there are pirates. There have always been pirates. The minute more than one boat is attacked, you hear that pirates are in control of the entire Great River.
Begging your pardon, but I was attacked by pirates myself on the way here. We anchored several miles before Netherite and were surprised in the night.
That proves nothing. That just means that you didn't select your mooring place very well. Things like that just happen sometimes.
I'm sure Captain Albus was not careless in selecting our mooring place. Anyway, you must know something, whether you believe the stories or not.
Enough. I've already wasted too much time with all these fairy tales about pirates. Ask the merchants here at the harbor. They're more talkative than a crowd of fishwives. But in the name of the 12, leave me in peace. Was that it? I have more important things to do.
He is a pleasant fellow. Loot.
Arves be with you. But of course, I'm Ardak Pinewood of the Bylunk Riders.
The Bylunk Riders?
I'm a mounted courier. The Bylunk Riders are the best and fastest messengers in all of Aventuria. We carry news and packages to the most remote corners of the realm. Maybe I'll have something for you now and then. Who knows?
Sort of, you're like a Death Stranding.
Would you like to know anything else?
And are you really from Bilma?
No. That's only where our original guild building is located. That's the reason behind the name. Our headquarters have been based in Gareth for some time now. And as for me, I come from Albernia.
Sir, your horse is rude.
Would you like to know anything else?
No, we're good. Move along. At some point, I'll be able to pick pockets. I might not make this character, but I'll have one of my teammates. I think, yeah, one of those dudes would be my pocket. Riverboat pilots all around. Let's go to the question marks then, I guess. Although there's a sister here.
Rain be with you. You can find everything you need in the garden of the Holy Mother. Just look around.
Let's see what she can teach. She teaches treat poisons. Costs 1 ducat. I have 2 ducats. I got two ducats.
Rain be with you.
Mother truck it. Poisons and cure. About wound healing. I don't know if these, I can't remember if these books directly correlate to learning stuff in this game. Ooh, craft chest. I'll take it. Fast travel. We don't like some fast travel. Very good. The Huckster Olbin.
Welcome to Olbin's Emporium.
Yeah,
How
up?
can I help you?
Do you perhaps have small task for me?
Oh, yes, I'm glad you asked. The innkeeper of the Mellow Ox has ordered some merchandise. Please, take it to him in the tavern. He will surely reward you for doing this. You will find the tavern. Can I perhaps help you in some other way?
But there are clearly pirates terrorizing the town out here. Let's see what he has to trade. Ooh, he has a hood. +1 to head armor. An alchemist's hat. +1 to head armor. Okay. $4. Got some laced boots. My Kiefer is +1 to armor. So just a cosmetics thing at this point. Candle holders. They sell tobacco tins. I want to skill my dude up. I need to find an archer. I want to skill my guy up in archery. Pretty decently 3D world. Kind of wandering around. If I have pickpocket, I'll be picking some pockets. That's a good way to get money also. So I'm definitely gonna have me a pickpocket person, because this game, like I say, if I recall correctly, unless they did install some kind of mod. I don't know if that mod targeted. I was trying to get the game to start, and I was looking everywhere except where I should have been looking. And in the process, I installed a mod that's supposed to have added some stuff and some tweaks, some balancing. Alright, yeah, we got plenty more to explore. Whoops. Holler at this guy.
Terrain be with you.
Greetings. And how are the goats doing?
Oh, they're doing splendidly. My pride and joy, those three beauties. And of course, my tower.
Your tower.
Well, some fine day we'll go on a journey. I only have to wait until I've got everything ready. I don't suppose you'd have any tinder fungus on you, would you?
Do I? What do you want tinder fungus for?
I want to make a fire. There's nothing better than tinder fungus for that. Nothing burns better.
I am sorry. I don't have any tinder fungus on me.
Ah, that's a shame. The next time you have any, I'll be happy to buy it from.
Alright, well, looks like we need to find us some tinder fungi. Some fungal array. Some whirlweed. Very good. His goats and his tower. Alright, well, back to it then. That was weird. Totally stupid. Let me see. No more harvestable items along the river's edge. I wouldn't mind running into combat to a degree, although it would be nice to get a party started, right? You can get overwhelmed and trounced in this game.
Long live the Baron. What do you wish?
Harbormaster Aubert sends me. He said that you could tell me the way to the old watchtower.
Sure, but what do you want there? Don't you know that the tower is inhabited by an eccentric magician?
I am aware of that. I am being sent there to complete my training.
I might have guessed that, actually, the way you're clothed. Very well. I'll tell you how to get there. From here, you follow the path going east until you've passed Boron's Field. From there, you follow the curved path going north, up the hill, and past Boron's Shrine. Once you've reached the top, keep left.
Helpful
There's
fellow.
a passage in the cliff that's easy to miss. That will take you directly to the old tower.
Then I shall be on my way. Thank you for your help.
My pleasure. And good luck with your apprenticeship with that odd fellow. You'll need it.
How you know? Do you even know what mage apprenticeship is like, homie? Huh? Huh? Alright. Wait, you got his broke leg too? Lucky you ain't got no pickpocket. I get some of his damn donation money. Oh, alright. Oh yeah, this is probably where people can train me to do stuff.
If you want something, speak to the captain. Can I help you?
Alright, I need bow stuff. Okay, I mean some of this stuff wouldn't be bad either. I only have 10 experience points. Man, I got a way to go. Yikes. Does he teach any bow stuff? He teaches crossbows. Does not teach what I do. Anybody else? No, these are just simple guardsmen. What about this quartermaster here?
Can I help you? How about a nice suit of armor? Or a good sword, eh?
Well, he trades some black soldier's pants. 3 tallers. +1 for legs. What am I wearing right now? One for everything. I'm wearing a robe. Gotcha. Weapon balm is good stuff. I remember buying lots of that all the way up until I beat the game. Alright, we're just gonna leave now. There isn't anything I can do at this point. Yeah. Move out there. The Baron, huh? Let's holler at the Baron, Dajin.
Hey, you, take a hike. Baron Dajan doesn't want to be pestered by riffraff during his visit to the town.
It's all right, Caston. Relax.
Caston?
I always have a sympathetic ear for my subjects. What's on your mind, my good man?
Do you know what the pirates are marauding the lands hereabouts? My ship was attacked.
Pirates? Around here? How dreadful. You know, you should really hand in a petition to my servants in the castle. Then I'll deal with it right away. After the preparations for my next party are complete, of course. Now then, away with you. We would like to continue our stroll.
But Baron Dajin, I have more questions to ask you.
You heard the Baron. Get lost. Otherwise, we'll make you move on.
Homeboy. Okay. We'll look at lead this time. Weapons! What come
My
on!
greetings. Don't let yourself be distracted by that scoffer. You can get the finest blades from me. See for yourself.
See what you got over here. He sells arrows, he sells crossbows, he sells short bows. Sells short bows. Does he sell long bows? I'm not gonna buy any bow until I successfully get a Horasian fighting staff, huh? I might have to mess with some of that stuff. So staves use strength. Looks like. Let's keep that in mind. Looks like they scale off strength. And I think, yeah, my dude's strength is pretty low. So I'm gonna. Oh, low. You know what? Let me get back. Let me take a look at the bow and arrow. The short bow. What does that scale? Oh, it scales off strength also. Ooh. That's going to be a concern if I'm trying to go archer style. I'm going to have to put a lot of points into that. I'll try to balance it back out on that. We will see. Armor, Proximus.
Hey, you made the right choice. My sets of armor are the best we had, near and far. No sword can pierce them. And just look around.
See what you got. Oh, he's got the dragon helm. There's some interesting items in here. Move along. Check this out. Oh, this came from this direction. I recall there being a shady person in one of these back alleys. No surprise, there's always a shady person in some back alley. Shoddy Barrow. Oh, you know what? I think this is Fight Club down here. this? I'll head back down. See what all I'm missing down here. Oh, there's another. Oh, that's where I came in from. Okay.
What do you want? Get lost.
Don't be so unfriendly. What are you doing here?
Nothing. What do you think? I'm standing here and waiting. Buzz off.
Just what are you waiting for?
For my son. And now, go away.
It's alright. I leave you in peace.
Yeah, she's doing some Shakespeare, ain't she?
I have work to do. Go on.
Too bad. He's got work to do and no work available. They duking it out.
Son, watch your guard. Attaboy. And now, hit with the right. What? Sorry. When I watch fights, my blood always starts racing through my veins. There's nothing better than a real knock-em-down, drag-out fight.
Who do you think will win?
Well, Kano the Wild Boar is a tough customer. And Spiky Peel really can dish it out, too. I don't really want to commit myself.
Hey, you're lucky to run into me. No one knows as much about the arena fights as I do. So if you need an expert opinion, don't hesitate to ask me.
No thanks, we're good.
What seems to be the problem?
Oh, we trade some healing items. Oh, I remember this tea being worthwhile. Treat poison.
Greetings. Do you need heavy-duty help with pain, lesions, and wounds? Then don't just turn to Father. Stay with me instead.
Oh, she's healing me for the free. Thank you.
Feel like a wager? Who are you betting? The combatants at the moment are Canor the Wild Boar and Spiky Peel.
I'm about to cheat. Oh no! Looked like something like it wanted to crash. I'm not sure what just happened, but it did let me save, so yay to that. Alright. It alleged that it saved my game, but I'm gonna do a hard save. Okay, it did save. Maybe it's just something going on in the game. You know what? Let me load up one of these saves just to see. I'm gonna load up hard save. That way I don't go like another 30 minutes and I got some corrupted save file I can't use. That would suck. Would suck. Oh, it's doing it. It crashed. All right, we're gonna start it back up. Like I said, I'm giving it a go and see if it's just, you know, the occasional crash again. Older games, I expect this, so it's not a big issue. The concern is, are we able to recover and get back on without a problem? and it looks like recovery is not a thing, is not a problem. Maybe we'll see. Oh, cool. Yeah, recovery is not a problem. So it's just save your game, save your game, save your game, save your game, and anybody who's worth the damn salt in action points and Western style classic RPGs on computer knows you save your game, you save. When you're done with that, you save your game some more. That's not a big surprise there. So let's go. I was talking to you.
Feel like a wager?
Oh yeah, we were about to bet. That's right.
You bet. The combatants at the moment are Canor the Wild.
I'm going with Spiky Pete.
The victor is Kent. The victor. If you bet, you can lose.
Oh, you cheated. Let me load my game back up, and this time we're going with the other guy. He cheated, so I can cheat too. Goddamn. I didn't even get to see who won or lost that fight. This dude is making it up. He over here making up the damn wagers.
Feel like a wager? Who are you bet? The combatants at the moment are Canor. Let's see. Look, they're still fighting. The victor is Canor. The wild luck is on your side.
Hey, luck in a good save state. Let's go.
Easy, easy. If you want to see a fight, you have to get into the ring yourself. But of course, if you don't want to bet on anyone else, you can try your own luck in the ring. And who knows? Our rule, it's 2 ducats for the first fight. Your stake increase. We fight one on. During the fight, there is only one rule. There are no. Well, are you man enough? Do I have a little?
Oh yeah, we're gonna fight. Let me save my game right quick, though.
Easy. If you want to see a fight, if the opponent is then show.
Let's see how hard it's gonna be.
Come on, you little squirt! I'll show you that you have no business being in a ring! Yeah!
Deactivate tutorials, people. This guy hits really hard. Weeby, weeby. Sucker, give me my money.
That was some fight. You really are good. Here are your winnings. Compete
4
against
ducats.
the rest of my fighters. Prize money is higher. What do you say? Or do you have to deal?
Yeah, let me recover first, Holmes. It's trying to crash again. All right, so let me see. I want to see if I can. I only have 10 points. Ooh, I can upgrade my vitality and my aether, my astral energy score. Yeah, let me learn a little bit about some of these spells I got. Cleverness, Dex, and Con. My Cleverness is 15, my Dex is 11, and my Con is 11. So it looks like I do better doing more Cleverness skills. Stuff that's attached to Cleverness. This one's Frigio's Charisma, Agility, Con. Agility is kind of high. My Con is really good, so yeah, both of those are good spells. I could put some points in those and not feel bad about it. Master of Aminals, I could put some points in Master of Aminals. If they will fight for the caster for a while, that means you need to be around Aminals. Okay, I ain't gonna worry about that yet till I see where I'm able to get a large benefit of it, because I can't summon them. Yeah, I can't summon them, so I ain't gonna trip on that right now. My dude is not gonna be an alchemist or any of this stuff. So I ain't, well, he might be a bowyer because I do plan on using bows, maybe. There might be several other folks that are better skilled for that. I do want to learn bowing. Bowing. All right, I can learn more fast talk. My dude's been using fast talk without a bunch of problems. Maybe I should turn up his fast talk. You know what? I'm probably gonna leave. I'm not gonna put any points in this stuff until I get a party, so I can better shape myself around the party that I'll take with me to the end game. Oh, we're good. We're good and rested. Let's fight then.
Feel like a wager? Who are you betting? The combatants at the moment are Canor the Wild Boar and Spiky.
No, I want to wager. I want to
Feel like
fight.
a wager? The opponent is Kana. The state then show.
Oh, this dude looks terrible. He's all naked. With a damn pole. Get him. My skeleton's about dead. Let's get another skeleton up. Oh man, he destroyed my skeleton. I don't have any mana. Damn, boy, he's hitting him hard. Come on, skeleton. Got him. I think we might have wounded him out.
That was some fun. Connor has quite a bit to digest with his defeat. He's probably drinking his frustrations away in a tavern. Go and see him if you want. Oh, and here you're winning. Compete against the
ducats,
next
yes.
players. The prize money is higher. What do you say? Or do you have to rest first? Deal.
Let me rest first, my guy. I'll come back to you later. I want to get my weight up now. Break that barrel. Break that barrel like you could. That was a nice little side track. Tattletale, a gossiper, and a washerwoman. This could be interesting. Oh. Nope. They cannot talk to me. cannot or choose not. Chickens in the road. Chickens off the farm. Okay. Which way am I going here? Oh, let me take a look at my log, my quest. Find Master Brookard. He's supposed to be the letter. Gather information on the pirates. Yeah, remember him saying something about leaving to the east, was it? Something about the Leaping Stag Inn also. Maybe that's what it was saying. You could follow the road to the Leaping Stag Inn. Oh no, this is another direction entirely. I'm gonna try to get a lot of stuff done around town first. That's Fog Room.
By the beard of a Rumble.
That's cool. And some of the NPC you met just kind of living their life. All right, here we go. And the inn is right here. Leaping Stag. Looked like he needed to be bounced or sat down while till he sold off. I guess he's drunk walking. He'll be alright. As long as he don't throw himself in front of a carriage. Welcome, traveler. Take a moment now to record your thoughts for those yet to come. Be Gorbis Innkeeper. The best place in town is at the bar, Two Doors. My father was a judge, Lawrence Werner. Two dwarves go into a tavern. The first one says 2 half pints, and the landlord says, I can see that. Now what would you like to drink? An excerpt from Dwarf Jokes and Their Consequences. If the cook here ever tries to pass off an old chook for a young one again, I'll roast him myself. Tom Chickfoot. Salamia, we can't wait to see you. You're not really drunk if you can lie on the floor without holding on. Okay. It's drunken scribblings. Patrons. It's very dark in here. I wonder if I should bring up the gamma. If that's a thing. Maybe somewhere else, but it's definitely dark in this room. This light, this presumed fire is offering no light.
Travia be with you. What'll it be?
Nothing. Snaps. Snap, snap, snaps. Snaps, snap, snap. Snap, snap. What are they doing? Wart. This is the kernel of the brute. If I am the owner of a dog, I call Rogar and not die. These people up here speaking on their dissension. Hey, here's the guy.
Leave now.
It was a good fight. Don't fret about it.
You won, I lost. That's all there is to it.
No, you lost, sir, when you decided not to put on any pants.
How are you doing?
My head is killing me. Leave me alone.
Well, maybe he'll come around later. Exit this location. Oh, there were some items I just passed. Sadness. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can talk to the bartender about the pirates. I don't think I tried that.
Travi, what'll it be? Of course, anytime. You know, if I had a piece of gold for every rumor that I hear, I'd be a rich man.
Shut up, Slode. Answer my
I haven't paid
question.
attention to rumors around here for a long time. And I'd advise you to do the same. Anything else? My pleasure. Anything?
Ah, there you are. Did you find out anything useful?
Yeah, sorry, Bardo. Nothing yet. Yeah, nothing useful at the moment as far as being able to progress things. Bum, 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 bum. I guess I'm really supposed to be asking questions about to people in the town.
Alan wa Salan. Welcome.
Oh, she teaches boyarship.
Alan wa Salan.
She'll trade. Look at here, we can craft stuff.
Alan wa Salan. What?
Parainby, what brings you to me? Parain be with you. What brings you to me?
All right, well. Cordo the Prater. said he can't prat right now.
How can a servant of Praos help you?
Tell me a bit about Praos.
Praos, the sovereign god, ruler over the gods. His all-seeing eye is the sun that moves over the firmament, burning the evildoers. For truth and order are his highest goods. Do you want to know anything else?
Do you want to know more? No, no thanks. I'll donate next week.
Yes? Can I do anything for you? Well, now that you mention it, I left my prayer book somewhere in the temple. Could you find it for me? Can I help with anything else?
Somewhere in the temple. At least we know it's here somewhere. Somebody may have stolen it, kid. There it is.
Yes? Can I do anything for you? I thank you. Now I can prepare my sermon. May Praos reward you. Can I help with anything else?
Trying to see how much XP I got for that.
What can Aurelia the Alchemist do for you? Do you see those scandalmongers over there by the temple? They've been getting on my nerves for days now. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, not for now. And you know what? I'm gonna save my game here and actually wind up taking a small little break. This was a quick drop in the bucket. We'll be back today doing some more turn-based tactical strategy stuff, so it's no fret. I decided to get on a little earlier than normal, put a stream up like we do. Let's save this.